be friends with the bank and make your bank your funder. There's something called good credit and bad credit. Use good credit to acquire assets. The easiest asset you can acquire is property. Get in touch with Ekasi Noble Property Development. See what opportunities are there. It doesn't have to be Ekasi Noble Properties. Get in touch with any other property company and see opportunities that are there where you can get some rental income. Imagine if you purchase one rental income for your kid. Say you've got one child or 3 children. You purchase about 2 or 3 in your lifetime. God forbid you pass on. Those 3 properties that you can live to them each, a property each, by the time they get to university, most probably that property would have been paid off. If it's not paid off, you offset the amount of money that the property is worth at that time to pay it off. And then you can use the remainder to pay for their varsity fees. Even if you no longer run, you can instruct your estate planner or your legal people who are going to look after your estate or your legacy. And consult professionals how they can help you set up a trust, and you can hold those properties in a trust. And you can also find a way to get proper advice from informed people who are professionals on how they can help you pass on that generational wealth using something called life cover. And go find out what REITs are, REITs, in the property space. This is not going to be a long video, but basically I just want to say, when your children get to varsity, they can then offset, use the money for their education, and then the rest of the other money with the credit and the balance sheet and the relationship they built with the bank over the years, the trust can then purchase the second property at that time next to the varsity where they will be studying. And that property can either be a 3 or 4 bedroom, and then your child can get other tenants or her student mates or her classmates or his classmates to be the tenants of that house next to the varsity where they are studying with the property that you've just purchased through the accumulation of all these years of all this property, this current property that you've been paying off. Obviously, it'll give you give your child an opportunity to pay for their varsity fees and acquire the next property. And then that next property, with the roommates being the tenants of your child, you know, even though you're no longer around, they pay rent to her or to him. So that rent services the bond of that new property. So now your child has got like 2 properties already at varsity time. They're already set up for the rest of your life. You've passed on generational wealth. You don't even have to do anything else. Even if you've got 1 child and you just purchase 1 apartment right now, if your child is 10, 8 years from today, that property most likely, if you are paying in a little bit more every month when you do get a score, you're doing well, try and pay a little bit more. So maybe at least you can pay off that property in a period of about 10 years if you can. But even if you don't pay it off in 10 years, in 8 years from today, the property will definitely be worth more. And your child can have an opportunity to use that actual property to purchase the next property next to the varsity where they will be studying, and they can call the other students who are going to be their classmates or their schoolmates or varsity mates to become their tenants, and then to service the bond of the new apartment. Your child is already set up. Whether they finish varsity or they don't finish varsity, they've got 2 properties that are putting in passive income every month for the rest of their lives. Whatever they do afterwards is just a bonus. For me, I guess that's the simplest way on how I can advise you guys to go and do research on your own, be well informed, get proper research from professionals, and then you can be able to create generational wealth. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you guys all of the best, and I love you.